The recession is hitting it's hitting every field. It's hitting tech. It's hitting everything. It's hitting real estate. It's hitting retail. It's hitting gaming. Shout out to you, Raw, with the sub. And according to this article, the video game industry faces sluggish growth in 2024 amid weak console sales, research firm says. I got in. I'm pretty sure there's probably, because I put it in the premium this morning, a lot of people didn't respond. There's probably at least 150 codes left on that link, probably. The global video game market is set for sluggish annual growth this year amid weak sales for gaming consoles, according to a new report from market research firm Newzoo. In a blog post published Tuesday, Newzoo said that the games industry is set to grow 2.1% year over year to an estimated 187 billion. This is slightly down from earlier January. This is what's the word I'm looking for? This is a bit of a I'm tired, y'all. I told you my workout kicked my ass. Late time for Hokage. Yeah, it is. This is a bit of a misleading headline, basically. There was still growth. It just wasn't a lot. It was a 2% growth. They're mad because it wasn't 25% growth. Oh, no. The firm said it expects the video game industry to grow 2.8% to 189 billion in 2024. Almost half of all consumer spending on games in 2024 is expected to come from the US and China, Newzoo said, with the US generating 47 billion in sales and China accounting for 45 billion. That is a step up from last year's growth of 0.6. So what they bitching about? That's better than last year. The games industry isn't expecting the same growth rates it saw in the heady days of the COVID-19 pandemic. Yeah, because everybody was stuck in the house, obviously. Let me turn this down a little bit. Let's see. Nintendo Switch successor, GTA 6 expected in 2025. Oh, yeah. 2025 will probably be a better year. Newzoo's principal games market analyst said despite the sluggish growth in 2024, next year is expected to be a major one. Console game revenues are expected to drop 1% year over year. According to Newzoo, last year, Sony sold 2.4 million units of its PS5 console in the fiscal first quarter, down from 3.3 million in the same period a year ago. However, in 2025, growth in the console market will likely return with a bang. Major releases, including a successor to Nintendo's flagship console, and a new game in the massively popular Grand Theft Auto franchise are expected to boost the industry's prospects. Not just the hardware from Nintendo either. I would imagine Nintendo's probably going to have one or two bangers on the Switch 2 when it gets announced. Because you got to have software. Hardware doesn't sell without the software. Chinese devs are on the come up. They are on the come up. And Black Myth Wukong is leading the way. In May, Nintendo's president of the company said they expect to launch sometime in 2025. Meanwhile, Take-Two's Rockstar has committed to launching in 2025, fall of 2025. If I had to take a wild guess why the growth has slowed down, 2024 in comparison to 2023 is, although there was growth, I find it interesting that we had a 2% growth in 2024 versus a 0.6% growth in 2023. 2023 was an iconic release year for games. But 2024, it had more growth, even though we're bitching about it. It was 2%. But I would say the reason it is slow is because the games haven't been as good. In 2024, at least the first half of the year has been kind of weak, but things are about to start heating up at the end of August with the release of Star Wars and Black Myth Wukong. And then you have other bangers like Assassin's Creed. You have Warhammer, for niggas, 2K25. It was just a slow first half of the year. I think the only banger we got at the top of the year was what, Tekken 8? Was it Tekken 8? I think. Yo, shout out to LeBig K with the sub. Off the top of my head, that's the only thing I can remember that was like, oh yeah, we get Black Ops 6. Helldivers 2 should be in the conversation, but Helldivers 2 is fucking up. That's something I couldn't predict, because y'all remember when everybody was on Helldivers 2's dick? That game went from most loved to most hated. But yeah, Tekken 8 is really the only banger that we've had. Oh, Final Fantasy 7 did come out, yeah. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, it is a good game, but it didn't sell that well because PlayStation niggas are frauds. They don't buy games. But that accounts for the sluggish sales. Stellar Blade did do good. That was a banger. Stellar Blade do. Okay, so Stellar Blade and Tekken. Shout out to everybody joining the Discord. Discord.gg/GI updates. We had two bangers. Basically. So, you know, hopefully things get better. Also, you got to keep in mind, too, people are hurting for cash. The job market is trash right now. People are laying off left and right. Even in the gaming community, they're laying off. Game Informer just got blown up. I got a really good video coming out about that For somebody that was asking me earlier, why haven't you been streaming? I wrote a 10-page script about Game Informer, and I'm praying and I'm hoping somebody watches the video because I don't know if it's a topic people care about. But I wrote a pretty long video about that shit. Liza P was dope though. Liza P came out last year. That came out last year. That's why I said 2023 was an iconic year. That wasn't this year. I don't think it was. But yeah, hopefully things get better. Because you know, when there's growth, that means more jobs and shit like that. Who the fuck is got some weird shit going on? Hold on, I'm gonna close the Discord. What was I about to say? I got a Game Informer magazine yesterday. Might be the last one. I will say, and this is just speaking of capitalism. I know it's easier said than done, but one thing I wish these companies would understand is there's no such thing as an infinite VC glitch in real life. You can't have 10%, 15%, 20%, 30% growth every year. It's just not possible. Freaking, there's only so many games people can buy. There's only so many consoles people can buy. Some people might just be burnt out. They might not care. Their interests might change. This idea that there's unlimited money is the reason why a lot of people are losing their jobs instead of downscaling, you know? We don't have to put out, newsflash, we don't have to put out games that take $100 million to develop. Why don't you maybe make 4 games that cost $25 million to develop, maybe even less? That way, you can use that money to fund one big project every once in a while. But like, come on, man. Let's be more responsible with our money instead of trying to make everything into a live service game that costs 100 gazillion, bazillion, jillion, million dollars. You feel me? That wasn't even a word. Ain't no way they expect us to play nothing but live service games and pay microtransactions, but it's the most popular genre right now. Do you think that's why free-to-play games are so lucrative? Their appeal to people who are in the budget but slowly drain their wallets over time. Oh yeah, it's a subscription service. And that has nothing to do with gaming. That's why everything is turning into a subscription service. Netflix was a blessing and a curse. When you get that revenue coming in all the time, people always want that. I've literally matter of fact, I remember Ethos was talking about it on the podcast maybe like a year or two ago. He was saying something along the lines of like when he pitched his game to a major publisher, they asked what kind of subscription model would Samurai Zero have, and it made his stomach turn basically. So like it's a thing, it's what people want. TBH, your highlight channel was needed. I appreciate it. Why you say that though? Just Play Magazine. Is there stuff in Europe or Japan? What do you mean? Shout out to Yoko and Trey with the subs. Appreciate it. 2XKO is a free-to-play fighting game. That game will make money off of skins and everything else if it succeeds. Yes, if it succeeds. It still has to pull off a win though. So far it's doing good, I think. Other news I got for you. Apparently Chuck E. Cheese didn't get the memo that we are in a recession. We just read an article about how game sales are at an all-time low. Well, not an all-time low, but they're in a slump. Apparently Chuck E. Cheese didn't get the memo. You know, a place where you can take your kids to eat nasty ass pizza and play games, because according to this article, Chuck E. Cheese is doing a subscription service. Remember the person who just asked in the chat earlier, the free to play subscriptions is a thing. Let's read along. You can subscribe to services for music, food. Man, who cares? Chuck E. Cheese, want a home for beautiful and haunting animatronics, is launching a new membership for free games and discounted food that can't wait to get added to the list of automatic payments you can forget about every month. So it's not just for games, but unlimited pizza. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to make sense to you, but it makes sense to me. Nigga, if you are going to Chuck E. Cheese for the food, I'm not saying you are, but I am saying there's a high probability you're probably a PDF file. That's weird. Why the fuck are you hanging out? For Chuck E. Cheese, you take your nieces, your nephews, your sons, your daughters, the grandkids. It's a family function. But you, as a grown man, as a grown woman, if you're subscribing to this for you and not your children, we're doing an investigation. Niggas just hanging out at the ball pit. Could you imagine that? A nigga at the bottom of that germy ass ball pit, nothing but they head pointing out like fucking Sam Fisher, eating pizza and shit. It is weird, bruh. Shit, when we had my kid birthday at Chuck E. Cheese, I ate outside. Real nigga. Amid rising costs, our goal was to offer great value and develop an easy and fun solution for everyone. Chuck E. Cheese Vice President Mark Cooperman said in a press release, "We understand families are struggling to find affordable entertainment options outside the home right now." This nigga said, "We understand people are struggling, so we came up with a subscription service." What? So we're gonna milk you for more money. I said Sam Fisher. This new monthly subscription for the only place where kids can be a kid and dance with a giant stuffed rat is called a Fun Pass. The 3 tiers, bronze through gold, start at $8 a month. Then you get 40 free arcade games and 20% off pizza, drinks, and extra games. At the top end is the Gold Pass for $30 a month. It includes 250 free games and 50% off additional purchases. Who is going to Chuck E. Cheese this much? As a kid growing up, the only time I ever went to Chuck E. Cheese was because of like a friend's birthday party or something like that. But like, who's... Like, and I'm genuinely curious, does anybody know somebody out there? Have y'all heard of Disney adults? Are there Chuck E. Cheese adults? Are there people who put on little Chuck E. Cheese hats and rat teeth and go to Chuck E. Cheese and play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? The side beating, because that's like my kid. That's my core memory from Chuck E. Cheese, playing Ninja Turtles. The side scrolling beat 'em up. My understanding is that most of the classic arcade games, the notorious Birthday, Thunderdome, Somebody's Baby Mama, yo, chill, was replaced by casino-style ticket dispensers long ago, but maybe there's some fight. I just talking. Yeah, we get the gist of it. Wasn't there a story that came out about niggas getting locked up in the basement at Chuck E. Cheese or something? I think it was in Chuck E. Cheese crime. I think it was in Chicago. Oh, let me see. Yeah, was it this? Let me see. Yeah, I remember I made a video. Suburban Chuck E. Cheese to close after violent. No, I don't think it was this. Let me see. Chuck E. I'm about to search myself. Chuck E. Cheese, the Black Hokage. Yeah, there it is right there. Hold on. I got to watch this video to remind myself. I got to watch my own damn video. I'm old. Yo, this is 6 years ago. This is like some Inception shit. I got to watch myself to remind myself, dog. This is... I really am on status.
I make you sign a waiver when you go to Chuck E. Cheese, because some kids, I know, they be getting fucking nightmares, bro.
Oh my god, you were traumatized, weren't you, by Chucky? Is that what?
It's just gross. I just don't like rat. Like, imagine being from New York and you saw a 12-foot rat. Like, yo, this is Chuck E. Cheese. Do y'all think this is cute?
For real, that's not cute. Look at that shit, bro. I don't know why we hung out there. I think this was just a debate. We were talking about if he's creepy or not.
Okay, well, I'm a little older than you. So this is the one I do remember. They changed the design over the years.
I was a kid.
Oh, wait, is this the article?
Police really find us.
Oh, here we go.
Let me visit the page.
Oh, here you go, chat. Yeah, for the people who missed the locks, there you go. You can look at them.
Did you click that?
Did Chicago police really find a satanic dungeon beneath?
Oh shit! Oh, we gotta Google that. Did Chicago find satanic dungeon? Oh shit! What's the article? No. Where's the article at? What website was that? That's fucking funny, man. Whatever. Just play the video.
I saw the one that thought Chuck E. Cheese. Exactly. My case has been proven. I know I'm not the only one that thought Chuck E. Cheese was creepy. Fuck this nigga, bro. Big ass Brooklyn rat. This is a Brooklyn rat and it's final.
Blumhouse.
Just like.
Oh my god.
God damn, look at the Twitch viewer count. G4 really fucked up your momentum. I mean, I've been live for 20 minutes. I got 500 people in here. What are you talking about, bro? But also numbers go up and down. I ain't tripping off that. I'm thankful anybody showed up. That's fucking funny, dude. They found a satanic dungeon at the bottom of Chuck E. Cheese. Show Aki this video. Yo, that's crazy. Stuff like this is crazy to me because this was 6 years ago. Like, goddamn, Aki, nigga, you wasn't even alive, bro. Sometimes I look at him and I say, like, damn, you wasn't alive 2 years ago, nigga. God damn. I saw a video that said that, like, because, you know, sometimes TMI, but like, if you have a dog, you know what I'm talking about. Dogs like to smell your crotch. And that shit was making me mad because I'd be like, nigga, go somewhere with that shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? We the boys. You can't be smelling my dingaling, dude. What the fuck are you doing? So I Googled, why do dogs do that? And apparently dogs like to sniff human crotches because that's where they get a lot of information from. And apparently they can learn how old you are from smelling your crotch, basically. And I was like, I wonder if this nigga knows, like, I'm like 30 and like he judges the fuck out of me, bro. Like, god damn. But also, that shit is weird. Niggas can't even come in and say what up no more. I don't give a fuck. Look it up. My cat does that. It explains a lot. Look it up. But, let's see. He was calling you Unc. Yeah, like, bro, get your ass on. Like, oh my God, you're old. What else articles I got for you? Why is it so fucking hot in my damn house? Hold up. I'm gonna cut the air on. 1 second. Is that why my girl do that? You ain't got no girl, nigga. Be quiet. You need a hug? Speak of the devil. Speak of the devil. Cloud up, booger boy. Back up. Is it hot in LA? It is. Uno reverse. Yeah, he liked to jump at me, so I jumped right back at him. You going to cut the air on? Reminded me, my girl told me to cut our shit on. Good luck. Yeah, it's fucking hot. So I'm ready for summer to go away. You see the new Kraven the Hunter trailer? No, but when I get to the TV section, I'll bring it up because that goes perfect with the other stuff I was talking. Remind me, Kraven the Hunter. That shit was probably. Oh, I think I might have saved it actually. That shit probably ass. Was Aki alive when Elden Ring released? He was not. I think he was born like. Wait, when did Elden Ring come out? Elden Ring came out in February 2022. Aki was born June 2020. So yeah, he wasn't alive. My dog Def does the crotch shit, the smelling. I get so damn mad. I do too. I'm not gonna say what I be. I'd be like, get your ass on, bro. What the fuck is you doing, dude? This is the boys' crib. This is the bachelor's pad. Get your ass on. We don't do that. I was in Austin last week. It's not hot in LA. We get it. Texas is the hottest place on earth. We get it. Developers are told not to expect the Switch 2 to launch before April 2025. You got a beta code for 2XKO. Appreciate you. We see you. It's all good. Yeah, I'm giving away codes. If you want one for 2XKO, it's in the Discord. I pinned it to the top of the chat. Click the link. Anybody can get it. It's free. First come, first serve. According to GameIndustry.biz head Chris Dring, who discussed the launch of the Switch's successor on the publication's latest podcast, Nintendo confirmed in May that it would announce its next console during the current fiscal year, which will run until March 31st, 2025. No developer I've spoken to expects it to be launching this financial year. In fact, they've been told not to expect it in the current financial year. A bunch of people I spoke to hope it's out April or May time, still early next year, but not late. I don't think any of us want to launch for the Switch 2 because we all want a new Nintendo. Wait, let me read that. I don't think any of us want a late launch. I read that wrong. For Switch 2 because we all want a new Nintendo console. Everyone gets very excited for it, and we don't want the crunch of Grand Theft Auto 6, but blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. This is a thought that I had recently. So Nintendo, for those of you unaware, if you ever wondered why like Nintendo consoles are always historically weaker compared to Xbox and PlayStation, it's because it's Nintendo's entire design philosophy. Because Nintendo's focus is more on art direction instead of pushing realistic graphics, they tend to cut corners on the specs because they don't need their hardware to be as powerful to produce graphics for Mario and Zelda, basically. The only thing is that obviously that shoots them in the foot when it comes to third-party releases and, you know, like ports and stuff like that. But obviously their focus is their exclusives. So that being said, if you're wondering why their consoles are always weaker, it's not like a coincidence. They do it on purpose. And the reason being is their design philosophy is they want to pass the savings on to you, the consumer. They want to offer a cheaper product in comparison to the competition, but also keep their development costs lower as well. Because when their development costs are lower, they can turn a profit quicker. Within like a year or two of the console coming out, they're already making money. So by the time we get to year 3, 4, 5, 6, when the hardware is old, it's really cheap to make and they're just printing money. That's one of the reasons why they're not in a rush to make the Switch 2, because the Switch is printing the money. I mean, think about it. The Switch is almost a 10-year-old piece of hardware. We're going on year 8. 8 years in computers is fucking dinosaur years. Don't let the PS4 niggas hear that because they're on 12. But they can get away with it because their design philosophy is different. They're not trying to push the cutting edge. So I say all that to say this. They've been working on this Switch 2 for some time. Dev kits have been out there. They're talking 2025. Dev kits have been out there for like, what, 2 years? By the time this shit comes out, it's already going to be 2 years weaker than the competition, basically. I just wish that like when they would make something, they just put that shit out. So at least when it comes out, it comes across as like halfway cutting edge. Fucking annoying. It is what it is though. Like 17 years in normal time. Yeah, computers age in dog years. And I feel like PS4 niggas don't understand that. But they don't understand anything. So why is a 4-year-old game still $40? Well, I think the reason that a lot of Nintendo games don't drop in price is because they control the market. When you control the market, you can charge whatever you want. You can only get Mario, Zelda, and whatever else they got on the Nintendo Switch. You can't get it anywhere else. So guess what? They can charge what they want. Smash Bros still going for $60. That's why like a couple weeks ago when I was at Best Buy, I caught a sale. It was a bunch of games for like $15. Besides Luigi's Mansion 2, I got everything else for like $15. I did a haul. Because like you rarely see that shit. I was like, let me pick up a bunch of these games. But it's because they control the market. An example of why monopolies are not good. There's a lot of reasons why they're not good. It also goes hand in hand with the Japanese mentality towards technology as a whole. Yeah, they like to be on the move too. Deadass just paid $60 for Animal Crossing for my girl. You can't get Animal Crossing on PlayStation and Xbox. They protect their IPs. Other news, Bungie's Marathon's reaction has not been great. This is the second article to come out about this. Last year, an article came out, Bungie's new shooter Marathon. It's a reboot of an old series that they did. It's the first game they ever came out with. They're rebooting it. Apparently, they flew out a bunch of content creators to play it. And when the developers asked them, would they buy this game? Nobody in the room raised their hand. A report came out about that. That was the first report last year. We now have a second report, and it's saying this shit is ass too. Let's see what we're talking about. Shout out to Monstars with the sub. The views around Bungie's upcoming extraction shooter Marathon don't appear to be all that good. In an appearance on Friends Per Second podcast, Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, reputable Bloomberg, was asked for a temperature check on the state of the game, and in response, as you could have expected after the past 2 weeks, wasn't all that positive. Not great from what I've heard, he said. There's a reason that it was planned for this year and it slipped a whole year. People I've talked to are a little pessimistic about it even hitting its current planned deadline, but we'll see. He also added that he doesn't know exactly what the current deadline for the game is, but he believed to be sometime in 2025. Exactly why I don't want Bungie touching SOCOM. Nigga, who said that? Who asked for Bungie to touch SOCOM? Fuck no. Yo, shout out to Dion with the sub. Appreciate it. Nah, was that a rumor or something? What about that? So, Bungie is the 2024 Celtics, Shaq. They really are, bro. Bungie. I'm gonna be honest. I was never a big fan of. I was never a big fan of Bungie. I like Halo, but like I was never a big fan of Destiny. But yeah, this is Bungie right now. Damn, did this giveaway is gone? I missed it. LOL. I don't know. Did you check to see if the code still works, Monstar? Does anybody know? Does the code still work? What is this? You said Aki got a game? What? Bark Core. Okay, buddy. Bark Core. Nah, I don't. I checked it. I just used the code like 5 minutes ago. Check it one more time and see if it works. If it doesn't, then nothing I could do for you. It was first come, first served. these janky ass animations? It does look like him a little bit. It looks like a collie. Is there a link to the Discord? Yes, it's pinned at the top of the chat, guys. The link is at the top of the chat. We need a Aki playthrough. What the fuck am I looking at? It kind of does look like him. Yeah, this is a full Cell University exclusive. No gameplay. No gameplay. Barcore. Should we? Of course. Gamescom exclusive. You remember when I said on the stream the other day, Gamescom is like E3, but like it's like the redheaded stepchild of it. Like all the leftovers of the Summer Games Fest. This is what you get at Gamescom. Barcore. That's fucking funny. I need to see some gameplay. We'll keep our eye on this. Oh, I'm gonna say that just to send it to my girl. Be like, look, Aki got a game. After a Stray game like this was bound to happen. Oh, you're right. Maybe this is what it is. It's competition to Stray after the cat game. You're right. Other articles I got for you. Here's some good news. You know, a lot of times we get a lot of negative news. But we got some positive news for you. Last month, Microsoft shut down Tango Works after the success of Hi-Fi Rush. And the internet was up in a roar about it because Microsoft's been buying all these studios, barely putting out any games. And then the one game they had that was actually good, they shut down the studio. Well, it turns out Tango Gameworks has been taken over and revived by PUBG publisher Krafton, which plans to expand the Hi-Fi Rush IP. So there will be a Hi-Fi Rush. It looks like this publisher picked up Tango Works, bought the studio. They've been revived and they are now back to work. So shout out to them. There's nothing else to read on that, but keep an eye on it. Who knows when the game will come out? Probably not anytime soon, probably at least 2 years. But I like to see stuff like this. Another publisher recognized the talent and how Microsoft did them dirty. I would love to have been a fly on the wall when this got announced. Fucking Matt Booty was clenching his butt cheeks when he read this shit. What the fuck? I need Tango Works to put, like, you know how like at the beginning of movies or like end of movies or like games and stuff like that, they'll put like a dedicated message. I need them to start off this game with like a dedicated message. Like it's just a black screen with some white text that says, this game is for anybody who didn't believe in us. Oh shit, just put a petty ass fuck, nigga. Put a petty ass message at the beginning, bitch ass niggas. Oh shit. Make it a Sony exclusive. That shit would be fucking funny, man. Yeah, I recorded a podcast. I just edited it today. It'll be up tomorrow. No, you can't put fuck Mac Booty. You gotta put something cryptic in there. New Monster Hunter trailer. Check it out. Got the official hammer weapon. Hammer time. They didn't believe in us. Tango did. It looks more like a heavy scythe than a hammer. Big ass crow face. This doesn't look like my type of weapon. I like the greatsword better, I think. Oh, I could tell it hits like a truck. I don't like the movement though on it. You joining Watts on Monster Hunter? Yeah, she wants to play. I'll play. I told her I'll probably try it out. I'll probably play it at least for the podcast. I'll play it for like maybe a week, and if I like it, I'll keep going. To all the studios that got shut down, that shit booty. Yeah, like that. You got to put like a cryptic message in that joint, bro. That's fucking funny, bro. There's a charge weapon trailer too. I caught right here. I've seen the trailers for the other weapons. These are the ones I haven't seen. Fucking IGN's whack ass video player. Let's see. Great sword slightly better because you can block. So yeah, I'd rather use that shit then. Of course. Now you don't want to play. Okay. Good old IGN. All right, let's see Monster Hunter 1. We'll just Google it and see. I'll be saving stuff that I see on Twitter. There we go. Quick Google search. We got it. It's a small sword and shield. Oh, that's cool. Is this weapon good? You get a fusion. Ah. I like the versatility. You get speed and power. Say you copping? Most likely. Maybe this is my speed. This one looked pretty cool. I liked it, but I didn't have anyone to run with. Yeah, I was saying, like I might get into it with this one. It's complex. So what makes this weapon complex? I'm confused because to me it doesn't look that complex to use. Each weapon class has its pros and cons. Thank you, Superman. Thank you. I never would have guessed an RPG where weapons and armor have stat gear or stats on the gear. I never would have guessed. Any more commentary, chat? You gotta manage fills to maximize damage. What do fills do in Monster Hunter? See, that sounds like some nerdy shit. You gotta pop pills to get that shit to work. What the fuck? Let's see. I play RPGs, guys. I play 2K. Like, shh, don't let the 2K niggas hear that. 2K's not an RPG. That shit's for nerds.